Hi everyone, this is Molly Joseph. Welcome to my week 2 video on organelles in the cells. So as we learned in this week's presentation, cells are the first living level of organization, and organelles exist within the cell and each perform a specific function to help the cell support life. So many different types of organelles occur within a single cell, and organelles are the non-living structures within a cell. So the first organelle that we'll focus on is the nucleus, and this is the control center of the cell, and it contains the DNA of the cell, which gives the cell guidance on how to function. It's surrounded by a bilayer membrane called the nuclear envelope, and it also contains the nucleus, which produces another organ, the cell ribosomes, which also perform an important function for the cell. So the endoplasmic reticulum is another organelle, and there are two types of this organelle, and they are interconnected channels. There is a rough endoplasmic reticulum, which contains ribosomes, which is what gives it the specific characteristic of being the rough ER, and it's continuous with the nuclear envelope. It's the site of protein production. The smooth endoplasmic reticulum does not have ribosomes present, and it helps to detox the cytoplasm, and it's continuous with the rough ER. So this is connected to the nuclear envelope, and then this follows. Ribosomes are what's produced in the nucleus, and then they are passed on to the endoplasmic reticulum. They contain and read genetic material and produce peptides and proteins. They are contain small granules of protein and RNA. Another organelle that we're going to focus on in this unit is the Golgi complex, which finishes off protein synthesis and carbs. And it helps with the transport of proteins to other cells by packaging them up into these Golgi vesicles and then secreting them throughout the cytoplasm, where the other organelles are able to use them. Lysosomes are a specialized type of Golgi vesicle, and they contain digestive enzymes that travel through the cell, breaking down unwanted material. So you can see here that they use enzymes to do so. These enzymes are what's going to eat away at the unwanted material. And then peroxisomes resemble lysosomes but didn't come from the Golgi complex. They are produced by the endoplasmic reticulum, and their function is to help detoxifying the cytosol by producing hydrogen peroxide, which will then just flush out any unwanted materials. These also contain transport proteins because these specific ones may need to travel through membranes, which then they need these transport proteins to help them. These also contain enzymes as well, but they do differ from the lysosomes. And then another super important structure within the cells is the mitochondria, and this is often referred to as the powerhouse of the cell. It has an oval shape and internal folds, so this helps to synthesize ATP, which is then what's going to be used by the cell as energy to perform its functions. So most of the time it's getting energy from sugars, carbs, proteins, and breaking them down into ATP to be used by the cell. And then centrioles are another organelle. They are used in the cell division process, and they are found in pairs and are perpendicular to one another. So you can see in the structure that there's 3, and then they kind of go in this ring, and they also have a protein link. So I wasn't able to draw it in 3D, but it does go in a long tube. So this is kind of the top view of it, but this tube would extend that way as well. So that's the overview of the organelle. organelles that I have. I think it's super interesting to think about how such a small part of us and how we have so many different types of cells. There are so many parts to just that one tiny unit of life. Thank you for tuning in. Bye.